Hi, I'm Ben. I'm a 15-year-old boy who, I'm really far away, who made this channel to express what I'm feeling in the moment. So that's what this is. It's essentially a drama. So the topic of this video is being the odd one out. Now, that probably sounds weird, and you're probably asking yourself, like, Ben, what the hell does that mean? Um, or some of you are the odd ones out, and you can relate. So, in my family, no, okay, disclaimer, I love my family more than anything in this world. I would do anything for them. They're amazing, they're fantastic, I love them all. What's that? I'm back. But, on the other side, on the flip side, they are all Christian. I don't mean to hate on anybody who's Christian. It's fine, I don't care. You do you. Freedom of religion, all that stuff. I don't care. But my experience with them is I can't really be me around them. I promise this is going to be an odd one out topic. I can't really talk the way I want. I can't say what I want to say. I can't make the jokes I want to joke. I love making jokes. Are sometimes my jokes a little immature and perhaps inappropriate to some? Probably, but whose jokes are? I can't do any of that around them because I always get this foul look, this scowl, this comment, this just judgmental feeling. Sometimes it's literally just a like sense in their brains that they're judging me, and I don't like that. So a good example of this was last night. I'll tell you a bit of a story here. So it was like 9:30. Me, my sister, and my brother, who's will be Joe and Julia. So Joe, my oldest brother, and Julia. That'll be their names for this story because I don't want to do their actual names. Um, we were playing this game called Qatar. Fantastic game. I love that game. You should get it if you don't already have it. So in that game, you can, if you roll a 7, you have to move this character called the robber. So it's got like, in the game, there's like these rectangular tiles that you put little settlements on with different resources on each tile. So if you put the robber on that tile, anybody's house or settlement, whatever you want to call it, you get to rob from them. So the player will hold up their cards of each resource, and you'll be able to take one card. Random. You can't choose. And in that, I'm very, okay, I like over dramatizing my reactions a lot, which this is probably more of a problem on my behalf than theirs. But I was just expressing my annoyance of being robbed, and I was saying, in their terms, not good things to say. Now, yes, I swear, probably too much, but I was saying Jesus, Jesus. And in the Christian religion, that's blasphemous, that's wrong, that's evil, that's sin. So, I said it. Everybody made some comment. Julia and what's his name? I don't know. My oldest brother and my sister. I can't remember the names again. My oldest brother and my sister both made these sassy ass comments. No, not so much my sister, because she does respect me more than my brothers do. So my oldest brother made this sassy comment, which was unnecessary. It really was, in my opinion. And it made me realize that this wasn't a one-off. This happens all the time. It made me realize that I can't really be myself around them. I can't act the way I want. I can't say what I want, crack jokes. I just can't do that because I get judgment. I get this judgmental scowl. I get this judgmental look. I get just judgment. And I understand it. In their faith, that's wrong. And I admire them for sticking to their faith. That is amazing that they can do that with everything that's happening right now in the world. But on the flip side, surely they could respect me enough not to do that. Or instead of saying some kind of sassy comment or look, just say, please, can you not say that stuff around me? That's all they have to say. And if they were to actually say that, I would. I would actually try very hard not to say that kind of stuff around them, because I know they don't like it. But because... Sorry, I'm getting over a cold. But because all they do is make sassy comments when I say that kind of stuff, and again, not so much my sister, this is mainly my brother, my older brother, or my eldest brother, I don't think I should give them the satisfaction of not saying it. Like, they do a sassy comment. Why should I respect them and not do what they want me to do? Sorry. Like, not say what they don't want me to say, if that makes sense. I just feel like if they are saying stuff like that to try and get me to stop saying stuff that I say, why can't they say it in a more respectful way? And if they were to actually do that, instead of just saying a sassy comment or a look or some bullshit like that, sorry, I didn't mean to swear, I would actually try really hard not to do it. And that was a tangent. That was a rant. That was crazy. So, sorry, I'll go back to the topic. Being the odd one out. So I suppose that story actually works because in that story, I am the odd one out. I'm the only one who acts the way I act, says the way I say the things I say in the family. Now, before I go any further, again, I love my family. I would do anything for them. They are amazing people. Brilliant. Don't get that wrong. I love them. And I know families can be difficult, but I do love them. I might not like some of them as much as I probably should, but I do love. And those are two very different things. No, that's what my mom says. So, being the odd one out. Some examples of being the odd one out in my family. So my mum, my oldest brother, and perhaps a little bit my sister, all love... Oh no, really, it's just my... No, it is everybody. They love a farm life, if that makes sense. Like, raising the animals, milking the cow, eating the pigs, feeding the pigs, and raising their own vegetables and stuff, which is fantastic. I don't love it, but that's probably just my laziness coming out of my 15-year-old. That's a topic, being lazy, actually. That's a really good topic. I don't particularly love it, but they all do. So that's one example of me being the odd one out. Another example with shows that we watch. So, There's this show called, a little show, called Stranger Things. I'm sure everybody has heard of it at this point. And season 5, for example. And even better, season 4. Season 5 wasn't great. I'm sure a lot of us can admit that. For the big finale, it wasn't amazing. I'm trying to wrap this up as quick as I can because I don't want this video going for 2 hours. My brother's main problem with that is that Will was gay and they expanded Robin's relationship. Now, I understand that. In his religion, in his faith, they don't like homosexuality and, for layman's terms, gays. I don't mean to be disrespectful. But I don't particularly care. So my main problem with it was that season 5 wasn't exactly written well, and the fight wasn't exactly choreographed, right? I don't know, whatever you call that. So that's another example of me being the odd anime. My family hates anime. I love it. I love it. I can't get enough of it. It's amazing. JJK season 3, not great. First 2 seasons were peak. Season 3, not amazing. I haven't finished it though. Some video games I love, everybody else essentially hates. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it for me being the old one out. But music is a big one. A lot of people don't like my music in my family. Now, does this mean we have nothing in common? Of course not. Me and my brother, bushwalking. We love to go bushwalking. I could make a vlog with that at some point, if that would interest you guys, if anybody's watching this. Minecraft, I suppose. Me and my brothers and sisters love Minecraft. Yeah. So there's really not too much we all have in common. But there are a few gems there. And there's little niggly things that we all have in common, like food taste and drinks and stuff. But being the odd one out can sometimes suck. Because, like, you're watching this show and you, like, really, like, you love it, but, like, nobody else does. And that makes you feel really, really sad. And there are a few shows that I have pretended to love because my brother loves them. And I want to relate to him. I want to be able to talk about this show that we both love. Well, that he loves and I kind of hate. And it's just not common. But doesn't mean it's a bad thing. Everybody's different. If we all loved and hated the same stuff, the world would be an incredibly boring place. But I feel like I say but a lot. I just feel like the stuff that I like and the stuff that it's really my brother, my oldest brother, that he likes, the stuff that I like and the stuff that he likes, they're just miles apart. They're so different that it feels hard to talk to him sometimes, to relate to him, to have fun with him. So, I suppose what I'm trying to say is that being the odd one out in a situation, in a family, in life, can be hard. It can suck. But that doesn't mean it's a bad thing. I have had many instances where me and my brother have both legitimately loved something. Like Stranger Things. Yes, he isn't a massive fan of the homosexual side of Robin and Will. But It's not that in your face, in his terms, that he won't watch it. So that is something we both really love. And that is one of my favorite things that has happened in the past 5 years. It feels like the first time in 5 years that him and I have really, I don't want to sound dramatic, but connected with something. And I love it. It makes me so happy. Like this smile on my face makes me really happy. That, sorry, that we both have something that we're passionate about. No, that's probably a bit strong. But that we both really, really love. Because we spent so long debating what's the best season. He thinks it's season 2. I disagree. I think it's season 3. Season 3 is peak. And then season 4 is amazing. Then 2, then 1, then 5. Yeah. I'm sure that's unpopular opinion, but yeah. But it's just so nice to have something that we both really love and that we can talk about. So, I'm trying to wrap this up. I just have so much I want to talk about. So, in essence, I am the odd one out, but that doesn't mean it's a bad thing. Yeah, it's not a bad thing. Sometimes it can be difficult, but sometimes you will find something that is amazing, that brings you all together. And I know that sounds dramatic over a show, but when you've had 5 years of not really having something like that you can connect with, it feels amazing. Really, it does. And I'm sure my brother doesn't feel that way. I'm sure he thinks we're fine, which we are. We are fine. But I don't hate him. I don't dislike him. I love him. He's amazing. But he can sometimes be a little, how do I put this? Naive to certain things. And if you are watching this, brother, older brother, don't feel bad, please. Come and talk to me about it. Okay. Okay. I think that's it. I think that's all I want for this video because I think it's been going for a long time already. Thank you for watching. If you stay to the end, drop a pineapple. Pineapple will be the word. If you watch to the end, drop pineapple in the comments. All right. Thank you so much, and goodbye. Bye.